Hey guys, how's it going? I just dropped off a load and now I'm shopping for with me. Show you the process of what I go through to looking for an empty. So it looks like I got one of our empties here. I think it might be an empty. I'm gonna check it right now, but one of our trailers here. It's a 50 series trailer. The way I know that is the trailer number. I'm able to figure out what it is, and it looks like it was manufactured in 2019. So I think I'm good there. So first thing though, what I'll check is, I always like to try, if I can help it, I like to try to get a newer trailer because that means that it's got newer parts, probably hasn't been used that much. So 2019 probably hasn't been used that much over the last 2 years. First thing I'm gonna check though is the tires always. The tires are not good, then the trailer is useless. So I'm gonna look at these tires here. These tires look like they're fairly new. They look like they haven't even been used. I mean, yeah, look at that. Now, I always want to look on the inside to see, and it looks like here on the inside we might have a little bit of a problem with this tire here because it looks to me like whoever drove this thing a few times skidded it, and oh my goodness, yeah, look at that. Yeah, they took some chunkies out of this tire. Man, that's a big chunky right there. Lord, okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and X mark that one because that could be that might not be a problem right now, but it's gonna be a problem sooner than later. So what I'm gonna do too is I'm gonna make a note of this trailer number. I'm gonna call CFI, and oh man, look at this thing too. This thing's dirty. Yeah, so this is gonna be a no-go for me. I'm gonna go ahead and skip on this one, but I'll let CFI know what I found with this trailer, because I would hate for somebody to pick it up and then then that tire blows out, because if that happens, I mean, you know, you're stranded. And I think CFI would like to know that their trailer, one of their trailers, has a huge chunk of tire missing on it. And it could be just a simple quick fix of, you know, replace the tire and the rest of the trailer is good. You know, other than that, it looked like the rest of I wasn't even gonna waste my time with the rest of the trailer at that point. But I got another 50 over here. So that's another 2019 trailer here. So I'm gonna go start off with the tires again, because like I said, tires no good, trailer's useless, no point. This one, let's look at that. It's got, looking at the outside tire, it's got a little bit of wear and tear, but not a terrible amount. I mean, it's pretty much general. You're gonna see that you know, you got cracks here and there just from driving these things around. But as long as there's not like major tears where you can see threading and stuff like that, you're typically gonna be okay. It's not gonna rip on you or anything like that. So these tires look pretty good. I'll check the middle just to make sure that there's nothing kind of hidden in the middle. Do that, right? I'm gonna check the middle again over here. It's got a mud flap over here on this side. It's got a mud flap on the other side. They're both secured, so that means I'm good there. Doesn't look like there's any problems here. I'm gonna go to the other side and check the other four. I'm gonna check the other four on the other side. Do the same thing that I did over there. Just kind of, I like to wipe it down a little bit just so I can kind of get a better look, because you never know, dirt could be deceiving to what the tire actually looks like. So I'll just wipe it, get a good look, overview of the tire. It's got a little bit of use, but the threading, it looks perfect. I mean, it's not even like worn at all. That's a big thing. As long as it's not missing any big chunkies like the other one, and it's got plenty of threading across the board on these tires, then we're good. Then these tires should be good to go. Making sure there's not anything in between, nothing stuck, nothing broken in between, that the wheel's not broken or something, you never know. Okay, so then tires check out. So then the next thing I'm gonna look for, because it's the second most important thing on these trailers, is the brakes. So I'm gonna get under. I like to get under. I know a lot of people don't, but I like to get under, and I like to get a good look at the brakes. I want to make sure that the shoes don't look too badly worn, right? Like if they're almost like they're touching, like they're and there's nothing in between, then that's a problem. That means that these things are worn. They're not. These are good. And I want to look at the drum just to make sure that there's not any kind of liquid, any brake fluid or anything coming from there. Same thing with the chambers. Gonna make sure that the hoses look clean, that the chamber's not leaking. All this looks really dry, which is good. There's no cracks or cuts or anything in any of the hosing. It's all nice and secure. Same thing over here on this side. The chamber looks great. It looks like a 2019 chamber. It's got the caps on them. I mean, it looks good. Same thing over here. Non-excessively worn shoes. Doesn't look like there's any leakage of fluids on there. Then I can go back there and I can check those two back there as well. So in order to do that, I'd have to go around to the other side. While I'm here, I might as well look at the suspensions to make sure that's all good to go. Nothing's missing from the suspension, nothing looks broken there. Same thing over here. Suspension looks straight. It looks like no parts are missing there. And then right here is our air hoses and brake lines. Everything looks like it's attached properly. Nothing looks like it's broken. All the harnesses are in place. So we're bougie there. All the connectors here are good. My tandem bars here. All the tandem springs and everything looks like they're attached, and looks like if I was gonna slide the tandems, it would actually work. And so, sometimes you might, depending on how you do your pre-trips and your pre-checks on your trailers, you might find out that this is here and you might think this is good to go, but you didn't come check this area over here with the spring and everything. If this thing's missing, this thing ain't gonna slide out. If this is broken over here, this thing's not gonna do anything. All you're gonna do is be pulling this thing, ain't gonna do nothing. All of this gotta be together in order for the tandems to slide correctly. So for that, this is one of the ones that has the skirt. So it looks like the skirt is not missing anything. It looks like it's properly attached. The light harnesses are connected. I won't know if the lights are working until I connect to the truck and connect the power. So there's no point in really. And like obviously I can't check it until I get power. I'm gonna come back here real quick and just do a quick check on these brakes. So I'm gonna come right under here. And this is how I get to the other side. Do a quick check. That looks good. Check over here. That looks good. Same thing. Suspension looks good. Suspension looks good. Brake chambers over here. Brake chambers look good. Brake chambers look good. Nothing missing on the brake chambers. All the hoses look good. Nothing leaking. All the harnesses are there in place. Perfect. Nothing missing. So I mean, this thing's good. And that's exactly what I would expect from a 2019 trailer. This is why I like to, if I can help it, I'll get a new I'll get a newer trailer versus an older one. The sliding pins are both there on this side. And we'll go check the pins on the other side. Just to make sure pins are there. Pin's there. Pin is there. Okay, cool. So the other thing I can get is just, now I'm gonna go to the front. I'm gonna work my way back. Make sure that I got my airline connectors here. They're all in place. The rubbers aren't missing. If they were, I could have just replaced them. Want to make sure that the power, that all these are there and that none of them are missing. That's good. And then I'll do an overview of the actual just trailer. I'll just kind of look at it as a whole, and I'll just make sure that there's not any holes, that 80% of the DOT tape is present, which it is. None of it's missing. There's no big old holes or anything that would signify trailer damage. Landing gear's here. Landing gear's good. It's not bent. It's not broken. The handle's there. Landing gear looks good. Blinker light is there. We'll find out if it works in a little bit. But yeah, everything looks clean on this thing over here on this side. Since I'm coming around, Lights are present. Whether or not they work, we'll find out later. Lights are present. Lights are present. Lights are present at the top. Cool. The doors don't look like they're bent or damaged. Everything looks good. Door handles look good. Nothing's missing here. Nothing's bent. That's good to go. Hinges look great. They're not bent at all. Exactly what I would expect from a 2019 trailer. Bottom has DOT tape on the bottom, and the railing is not bent. That means that nobody's excessively bumped this thing. It's got the license plate on there, so we're good to go there. And I'm gonna open this thing. I'm gonna look inside. This thing, in comparison to the one I showed you before, it's just got like a paper in there, which I can walk in there and go and grab it. But it's clean. It's super clean. There's not a problem with this trailer at all. Like, look at this thing. This thing's clean as heck. So that's exactly what you would expect to get out of the trailer. When you pick up an empty, this is what you expect to see when you open it. You expect to see almost nothing in there. You don't expect to see what I saw on the other one. What we saw on the other one, which is a bunch of wood chips and things that where you literally will have to go in there and sweep it to get it cleaned out. So then you come over here and do the same thing. You just kind of look around, make sure there's no holes, no damage to the side. 80% of the DOT tape is present, so good to go there. This thing looks clean. Doesn't look like there's any excessive damage or anything like that. It's got the placard placements here. If I needed placards, I would be able to put them in here and secure them in place. Got my light here, so we're good to go there. Skirt's secure. So I'm gonna hook up to this trailer. I'm gonna hook up to this one. It looks good to me. I'm gonna go ahead and hook up to it, and I'm gonna check the lights. Well, guys, I hooked up to the trailer. Wasn't able to do any recording on it because there was somebody that was next to me that needed to move into a spot that was near me. So I didn't want to spend time recording on it when I had to move a little bit quicker. But yeah, that's it. I mean, I hooked that was how I search for an empty, how I pick it out and make sure that it's going to be safe for me to drive. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Have any questions for me, you can ask me in the comments, or you can ask me on the free Discord. But until then, guys, drive safe out there. I'll see y'all down the road.